Aunt Jessa. Today I am going to be doing my March TBR, and this month we are going to be focusing on volleyball, as I have this very flat volleyball with me. So just a little recap on what honestly I didn't get to in February. As of the recording of this video, I am still reading Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin and Record of a Spaceborne Few by Becky Chambers. By the end of the month, I will have this book finished right here because it's for the Interstellar book club. I will not have this book finished, so this is probably going to be a rollover into March. And then let's just go through some of the books I didn't get to again in January and February that I'm going to attempt to roll over and complete. That is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, Real Men Knit, I Think I Might Love You, Cinderella is Dead, The Toll, The Boyfriend Project, Home Before Dark, The Starless Sea. Oh, we're not done yet. Ugh. The Art of Racing in the Rain, The Worst Best Man, The Trouble with Patience, and Tweet Cute. And I'll put up the book covers of any of the ones that I am forgetting off the top of my head right now. So yep, that's a lot of books to try to, throw over. What I'm trying to do is that if I don't get a chance to, read a book in the month that I wanted to read it, I try to, so like let's say I finish Game of Thrones, then I'll try to pick up one of these books as well, so that way I can get to all the books that I want to read. I can continue to read them. Yes, technically it's a big TBR, but you know what? This is fine. This is what I like. And it also just keeps these books as open options as well, so that way I'm not just completely forgetting about them. But there are two books that I am going to be reading that I know I have to read this month, and they are for two different book clubs. The first is for the Interstellar book club, which you guys have heard me talk about on my channel before. I'll have all the creators linked down below, and that is going to be the fourth and final book in the Wayfarer series, which is The Galaxy and the Ground Within by Becky Chambers. Now, I recently got this one. This is a UK edition because the UK release date was mid-February, like February 15th, so I was able to get this one. I got this off Waterstones, and I decided to spend, a little few extra bucks and get it signed by the author, which I can't tell you the last time I've gotten a book signed, but let's just, I can't get to the page. Oh no, I bent it. There it is, right there. Signed by Becky Chambers, which I think is super cool. But also, this is the only book that I own by Becky Chambers. Like, I don't have the rest of the series, so maybe I'll have to get that. I don't really know. But it's really cool just to have that one. And then the other book I'll be reading is for my new book club that I started. I'll have the announcement linked down below and up in the cards. It is the Women in STEM book club, which every month we are going to be focusing on a book that has a women in a STEM field, so science, technology, engineering, or math field. And this month we are going to read Transcending Kingdom by Gahasi. This is focusing on a woman who is getting her PhD in neuroscience, and I've been meaning to read it for the longest time, and I'm so glad that I'm able to get this on my TBR and have like a good reason to read it and be inspired because of all the brilliant women in STEM fields. So hopefully the prompts I get, two of them will be relating to these books, because as you know, I'm going to be taking 6 prompts again, and if I can try to relate it to these 2 books, that would be awesome. So like I said, this video is going to be focusing on volleyball and Olympic volleyball. So I have my little note card here for the history of volleyball at the Olympics, but it's not just going to be like indoor volleyball. I also have some beach volleyball facts on here as well. So volleyball, indoor volleyball, has been a part of the Olympic Games for both men and women since the 1964 games that took place in Tokyo, Japan, like the 2020 or 2021 Olympics will be taking place in this year. Beach volleyball for men and women started at the 1992 Barcelona Games, but it started as a demonstration event, which means that they are played to promote it. So technically it wasn't an official event in 1992, it was just being like, hey, I think this is something that we should add on. I think it would be fun. It was officially added to the roster of the Summer Games in the 1996 Atlanta Games. In 2016 at the Rio Games, the gold medals went to Brazil, Team Brazil for the men's indoor event, Team China for the women's indoor event, and then for beach volleyball, we have Alison Cerruti and Bruno Oscar Schmidt from Brazil, who won the gold in the men's beach volleyball doubles, and Laura Ludwig and Kira Walkenhorst from Germany won the women's beach volleyball event. So I am going to now take you with me, and we are going to go play volleyball. So what I'll be doing is that I set up like a little faux net right there, and I have all my prompts. I'm gonna stand on the other side and basically just hit the volleyball, and whichever one it lands on, that's what we're gonna be doing. So here I am at my kitchen table, you know, a little bit different this time. And so the first pick that I got for my first prompt was BookTube Rec. And this is technically cheating, but I still think it counts because I'm going to do The Galaxy and the Ground Within by Becky Chambers. I say that this is a BookTube Rec because my book club is recommending it, because that's what we're going to be reading for the month. So you know what? I think it counts. I don't think that this series is talked enough about on BookTube, so maybe I can do that as well, say it's a recommendation that BookTube should read. So like I said, this is the 4th book in the Wayfarer series. I don't want to read the description just in case it gives too much away from the previous 3 books, and so this is what I'm going to be going with. I am super excited, and I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. I'm so excited to get into it. I haven't finished Record of a Spaceborne Few yet, which is the 3rd book, but the first 2 books were so enjoyable. I'm already enjoying Record of a Spaceborne Few. I feel like I'm going to really like this one. The next prompt was highest rated on Goodreads, and that's why I have my computer, because I'm looking at my highest rated on Goodreads, and similar to last month, the top ones are all My Hero Academia, and so that way I'm going to be keeping in order, so I'm going to be going with My Hero Academia Volume 16 by Kahoe Hirokoshi. I'm loving this. I didn't get to read as many this past month as I usually do. What I usually do is when I get to the 5th book like the 5th book, just like 5, 10, 15, I always request the next 5 because I usually get through these so quickly, but this month I didn't read as many as I would have liked. I think I've read 3. So the next one I'm going to be reading is book number 16. Again, I don't want to read the description on the back of this book like I've been doing for my other books, just because I don't want to give too much away for those who haven't read the series yet, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm really surprised that the majority of my books that I'm seeing here on my highest rated are these, and that just makes me so happy because I am loving this so far. So, yep, My Hero Academia, Volume 16 for highest rated. The next prompt is cover color wheel, so I'm going to put in the clip of the book cover color that I'm picking from. Okay, so right here I have my color cover wheel, so let's go ahead and spin. And the color is teal. Okay, so the book color cover that I got was teal, and I really don't know of any teal books, so I literally just like put into Google like teal book covers, and there's this article from Epic Reads that says teal is the new black, and these are some books I've never heard of, but one that stuck out to me was Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, who I know wrote the Darkest Mind series, which that movie looked pretty cool. I still haven't seen that movie or read those books, but you know what? I've been wanting to check out Alexandra Bracken, and I think this is a really great way, and Epic Reads says that this cover is technically considered teal, and that's what I'm going to go with. So I had a little issue with the second half of my volleyball video. My camera did not take it, and I didn't really realize that, and then I've just been struggling trying to get some of these clips up onto my video. So I remember the ones that I did pick. It's sequel, nonfiction, and TBR veteran are the ones I did pick. So yeah, I'm sorry that I don't have the video up, but it's just been a whole long process and just trying to get like these clips up that I have. And so I'm just gonna give you the books because I promise those are the ones that I picked. So last month I read The Secret Diary of an Arranged Marriage by Hamila Katan, and I really liked that book. It was suggested in our Discord from one of the members for a buddy read, and so I read that. And it was so good. I did not expect it to be as good as it was. You'll hear more about it on my February wrap-up that I will be doing. It will be coming out fairly soon. And so I'm going to read the next book in that series, which is The Secret Diary of a Bengali Broadzilla, and by the same author. And so I'm really excited for that. So the first one was talking about more modern day Bengali traditions of an arranged marriage, but how it was going like with modern days, like with online dating and things like that. And so that was more trying to find a partner. This one seems like it's going to be about the actual marriage, which I'm excited for. And so, yeah, I think that that's going to be a lot of fun to read. These are available on Kindle Unlimited, so if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can check them out there, and I highly recommend at least the first one. Maybe not the second one, we'll have to see. Then also in my lost video, I got nonfiction, and for that one, I'm going to be reading We Don't Need Roads, The Making of Back to the Future Trilogy by Casson Gaines. And my boyfriend and I love Back to the Future. It's one of my favorite film trilogies. Well, the first two were good. The third one was just kind of confusing. But I saw that this book was available, and I really wanted to check it out. And it's shiny. It's got a nice shiny cover. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to be reading for my nonfiction, and I'm excited to dive into that. I love learning more about movie making and everything that goes along with it, especially for a really big franchise. And yeah, I'm excited to dive into this one. And finally, the last one I got was TBR Veteran. And for this, I'm going to be doing The Rise of Kyoshi. This is by F.C. Yee. And so when I first got this, because if you guys have been watching my channel, you know I've been reading all of the Avatar comic books that have been coming out, and I've been loving those. And so I heard that there was a story about Kyoshi coming out. So I picked this one up, and I picked up the second one. I'm like, ooh, cool. I'll get through those quickly. But I realized that this is like a novel. I did not expect it to be a novel. I don't know why. I guess I just kind of assumed that it was going to be like another comic book. So yeah, I picked these two up, and then they were thick, and then I'm like, I just looked at the side of the pages, and I'm like, ooh, this is not what I was expecting. Maybe there is a comic version and my library just doesn't have it. But yeah, this one I've been waiting to get to because of all of the Avatar ones. I still have a few more Avatar ones to read that I need to find. And so I'm just so excited for that. So these are the books that I picked from my TBR, along with The Secret Diary of a Bengali Bridezilla and The Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. And I'm also going to be reading Transcending Kingdom by Yaga Hassi for my Women in STEM book club. So make sure that you check that out. I will be having a live show for that on April 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you have the entire month of March to read it and just follow us on Twitter and everything like that. If there's more that you guys want from that, please let me know. I'm open to any suggestions. And then, of course, all my backlog books, which I put in like a backpack when I was bringing them outside. There's a lot of them here because I didn't want to carry them all down the stairs because I would fall. And so all of those as well. Hopefully, you know, we'll see how this month goes. Things seem to be starting to like get back to normal, at least in like my life of what I'm doing for work and things like that. So I might not have as much time to read anymore, but I'm really hoping so. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing so far this year. I know I had to take a week off, but I've been pretty proud of myself that I've been able to get out 2 videos a week and just give more content. And if you guys have any ideas for what you want me to do or what you want to see from me or any like tag videos or collaborations or anything like that, please let me know all that down in the comments below. Also, what sport you think would be fun for me to do. Hopefully, if my videos ever end up working out, let me know all that down in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, keep on gabbing.